Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds, and we're doing another blinded side-by-side taste test. I know a lot of you are familiar with Firestone Walker out of California, so we have one of their more famous beers, the Wookey Jack Black IPA, and we're putting it up against kind of a newer beer, a newer brewery that we love, Pipeworks out of Chicago. Their Black Tuna, part of their Fish Series beers, which we've reviewed several of and thoroughly enjoy. Another Black IPA we're putting up against the Wookey Jack. So stats on these, let's see, 8.3% ABV for the Wookey Jack and 9.5% ABV for the Black Tuna. No IBUs given, obviously. Both are rated pretty high on Untapped, 4.0 for the Wookey Jack and 4.2 for the Black Tuna. So two treats, and we're gonna do these blinded. Again, we poured, mixed up, got the glasses covered so we don't know what we're drinking, and we'll try to figure out which beers are the same so we can talk about them.
Sounds
and we'll
good.
do them just similar as we did last time, do the aroma, maybe try to pick out.
Okay,
All right.
Sounds good.
So, what I'm smelling on this one is getting some like nice toasty caramel malt with a pretty nice citrus IPA background. Oh wow! Guess I should smell them first. But smell them both first. Man, this the one in my right hand has a definitely stronger aroma. Do you have one that just stands out?
I do. This one stands out.
Okay,
As
so it's got like
hot,
a
more citrusy.
way more hop to me. Herbal, citrus.
It does have high herbals.
Yeah. And this
The other is just more muted, more of a malt.
more malt, caramel toast. So I guess right hands are the same.
I think so.
Okay.
Let me try again.
Yeah. This one isn't close for me. Whew, yeah. Goodness.
Yeah.
It has that. You remember when we did the Hallertau? This is what that smells like.
It does.
It's a boom, herbal, spicy hop.
Yeah.
Bomb.
You know, I admit at first when I smelled this one first between the two of them, I thought it was more citrusy, but then after going back and forth, it is very spicy, resinous.
Yeah.
But I think the spicy resinous is not overwhelming, but certainly takes the forefront.
Sure.
So we think we've got them lined
In the same
up.
order. Okay, so we'll taste the more subdued one, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's delicious. I'm getting
You're getting roasted malt,
toasted, roasty malts right off the tongue.
but not
much.
not super bitterness though.
No. Not much hops to this. It's there. I'm getting a little bitterness there, middle of the mouth. You can tell it's a black IPA.
A slight smoky flavor.
Yeah.
Just very slight.
Yeah, I mean, the first sip was a lot of toasted roasted malts. Now I'm getting more pretty decent medium bitterness there, just kind of coating my tongue, and
I would agree.
very delicious.
I'm not getting, as far as the hop flavor, I get mostly bitterness. I'm not really getting a lot of citra,
I agree.
or resinous. It's just
It's bitterness. I agree. I think the main flavor here is the malt. It's the roasted, toasted.
It's good though. I
Very
like
tasty.
that. Cheers.
Yeah, man, that's hops.
Yeah,
That's big, spicy, herbal, dank
that is.
hops.
Huh.
Like, gosh, I mean,
I get a little spice, but it's mostly the herbal and
yeah, it's
I think
herbal,
dank.
resinous, dank.
Yeah.
It's like a West Coast.
kind of West Coast-ish.
Not much malt at all. I mean, these are like night and day different, to be honest with you.
They really are.
This, we saw the pours. They were brown, dark brown, black pours. If I didn't see the pour as I was pouring in, I would have said this was just a big dank double IPA. It would have been a nice golden amber color.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a big beer.
From the color and from the color of the head, I would have said a stout or a porter for sure, but not much smokiness
Were any
at all.
IBUs given on either beer?
I think the Firestone Walker, if I'm right,
Yeah,
I think that's Firestone Walker.
As well.
I think that was 80.
Really?
I think I wrote it down.
Yeah, you did 80.
Which, I mean, to get past that roasted maltiness, I mean, you really have to have a pretty high IBU.
Okay. Well, this has got to be higher. I mean, what we're calling the Pipeworks.
Yeah, it's not much bitterness at all. If we're right.
Yeah, we're guessing we are, but tastes real similar.
Yeah, this, I mean, it tastes just like an IPA with a little bit of, I mean, you can kind of get the roasted malt.
Kind of.
But.
Yeah. But gosh, I mean, it's two different beers. I mean, I guess it's a non-traditional black IPA, wouldn't you say? Or do you just think it's more? Well, I guess if there's like a balance between roasted toasted malts and big IPA, this is on this side of it, where this is more balanced, probably closer to the malt side.
Yeah,
and I guess that's what I'm saying. Like this is real far on that hop side.
Yeah, it's closer to the IPA, whereas this is closer to the porter with a little bitterness.
If you were going for a more traditional IPA, I would say this is out in the extreme of it.
Yeah.
Black IPA, yeah. But both are good. As far as ratings go, man, I tell you, I love this beer.
I do too.
Man, this is just a great a great black IPA. If I was looking for something of this style, this would be a go-to beer for me.
I think so too. But you know, the thing is, some people will say if it's an IPA, they want to taste the hop bitterness, but they also want to get the hop aroma, which is really hard to balance because when you start using really dark chocolate malts for your beers, those things are very pungent and they tend to take over. Which is why a lot of stouts and a lot of porters, you can't really smell the hops and you can't really taste much but the bitterness. I mean, for those styles of beers, you can get the bitterness from it, but that's really it. You can't get the citrus out of it and you can't get the aroma just because the malt takes over.
Did you read the back of this? This says Citra hops.
Huh, well there you go.
But this isn't like...
It doesn't smell like it. I mean, you get a little citrus.
Yeah, you get a little citrus, but I thought it was way more. Maybe there's more than just that. I was just reading the back of the Pipeworks beer, and it said Citra strain of hops. And if we're guessing right, I mean, it's there. I get it right. I mean, some grapefruit, little kind of lemony. I mean, it's there, but it's just real dank and resinous to me. But I don't know. But anyway. As far as ratings go, gosh, I would search out this beer each year. I'm going to go up to 4 or 5.
Okay.
I would actually, this doesn't distribute to our region.
Well, you want to see if we're right first?
Oh,
well,
sure.
Let's rate them, and then we'll see if we're
just
right.
guessing. So anyway, the beer that we said is a little more roasted toasted malts, I would actually search this out each year, and for this style of beer, so I'll give it a 4 or 5.
Okay.
This, it's just a little off style for me, or not what I'm looking for. I mean, I wouldn't go for this beer for a black IPA. Now, it's a good beer, and I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't go out of my way, so I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go the opposite. I just am a sucker for IPAs. I really like this one. I like the fact that you can still taste the hops. You still taste a little citrusy, you still taste the piney, the West Coast hops too. I hope it's not just citrus, that's going to make me look stupid, but that's what you taste. You don't just taste the citrusy hops.
I would look stupid too.
But I like the fact that you can actually taste that. I wish that the roasted malts shine through just a little bit more on this one, but this one, the hops just, besides the bitterness, I just don't get it. So I'm going to give this one a 4, and I'm going to give this one a 4.25. I would say either one of them are great. Seek them out. Don't spend extra money to get them. I wouldn't say, if you trade dollar for dollar. Don't put anything extra. But let's see if we're right.
So 1 is Wookey Jack.
Wookey Jack.
Yep.
Okay.
So we were right. So for me, I gave the Wookey Jack a 4 or 5. You gave it a 4, and we both gave the Black Tuna 4.25. Great beers, good challenge. It's night and day though, as far as black IPAs go, but it was fun, and I enjoyed these beers. Anything to add?
Well, so we've also done a couple of other black Cascade IPAs. We did the Clown Shoes, the Hoppy Feet 2, and Dark Penance. It's been long enough that I remember that the Hoppy Feet was a little sweeter.
Can you put links to those on this video?
Yeah, I can.
So you can put them on the spot. Awesome.
We'll see if I actually
He's our yeah. So yeah, we might have the links maybe right around this area.
Right. Sure. Perfect.
But anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt your
I thought this was more like Dark Penance, wouldn't you say? Because if we described that as a more bitter.
The Clown Shoes was
sweeter, but
love that. What did I give that? Because
I don't remember. We'll put that right here.
Okay.
But the Clown Shoes was sweeter, but I don't remember it having the super hoppy aroma like this one does. So this is kind of on the extreme, closer to the IPA than the black IPA, which is probably why I rated it higher. But true to style, maybe this is closer to true to style. But anyway, that's all I had to add.
All right. Well, as always, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.